Well, welcome back to Good Morning Tri-State, and it's time for Pet Pals. And with me today, I have Eric Johnson and Doug Robinson with me from the Animal Adoption Foundation. Doug is a volunteer there, and you guys have brought a couple of dogs that are raring to go. We got summertime temperatures and weather to talk about, and these two are raring to find home.
Yes, they are. This is Maxine. She's a Jack Russell Basenji mix. She's about 8 months old, and she's about as friendly as can be. And actually, these two live together. And
this is Goldie. She's a Pomeranian mix, just full of energy.
I can see they're sort of just waiting to experience the world and find an owner to love them. Now, how did these two end up at the shelter?
Well, Maxine was brought to us because her family had to move and couldn't bring her along, so she ended up at our shelter. And Goldie was actually, we rescued her from another a kill shelter.
Now, why should people adopt from a shelter? What's the big benefit?
Well, we like to call it you get more bark for your buck. Of course, that applies to cats as well. Especially in these economic times, people are trying to, pinch pennies, and we encourage people to consider adopting a shelter pet rather than going to a pet store. Simply because at our shelter, which our shelter, adoption fees are about the norm for the area. Dogs are $125, cats are $85. Now, if you were to get a cat or a dog from a pet store and have all the things done that are already done to our shelter pets, you're going to spend on average for a dog about $500 and for a cat about $400.
So that's quite a savings.
Yeah, that includes all their vaccinations, spay, neuter, microchipping, heartworm testing for dogs, leukemia and FIV testing for cats. So, I mean, to me, it makes economic sense.
So that's a wonderful deal. Of course, you can always get more information on the pets we have here by calling the Pet Pals Adoption line at 513-885-DOGS. They also have a big yard sale coming up with donations needed in June. Thanks very much for being here.
Thanks.